right, the brand new diesel heater with an E-03 error code. Research a lot of videos. A lot of them have bad glow plugs right off the bat, so we're going to take that off. Just need one of these 4mm, I think, and some tweezers to take the board off so you can get this cord out. And then you're going to need one of these special tools, which I'll show you what it looks like in a second. Brand new. We'll take that. Oh yes, and look at that. Chipped. So that piece probably is in there, and we'll try and shake that out. There it is, came out. Got it out. Okay, put this new one in. Comes with this little rubber protective on it. I did try to measure the resistance on this, and I wasn't really able to get a reading, but it was like close to 0, so I think that's a good thing. Screen in there looks good. There we go. Sliding nice. There we go. Being there good. Now this cable here kind of wrapped around so it didn't get marred up by the heater. Try and tuck in the wires as best as we can. Fan, always check the fan spin, make sure it's not making any noise or rubbing. Seems to be pretty good. I'll put the cover back on. There we go. Got it all hooked up, and hopefully we hear the sequence of operation. We should hear the ignition in there, so that's what we'll be waiting for. And you can see the red glow plug there, and you can see it going, so I think it's going to clear that error and it's actually going to work. We'll see if any other little dials show up. Good, we should hear the fire kick on once the pump starts. I think a pump will show up, and then we'll know the ignition has happened. So it didn't work, bunch of smoke again. So the best way to do this is just gonna make a test bench outside and make sure everything's clear and have just a bench where I can test. So subscribe, hit the like button. When my test bench is upside, I got about 3 of these to fix now, and I'll let you know how they go. But the Buddy heater is an excellent backup source for when your diesel's heaters fail. So make sure if you're living out in the cold that you have lots of sources of heat, because look at that. And who knows, you know, I think I fried the controller on the other one. So bonus, also another tip for emergency heat is these camp stoves. When my diesel heater first went down, I was using both burners, and it does warm it up quite a bit. So these will throw off quite a heat. Just make sure if you have something up here, you make sure it's not getting too hot, but that will work as an emergency source of heat, which is not terribly bad. And come to think of it, my exhaust system could be blocked. It wasn't set up perfect, it wasn't set up right, and but it was working for quite a long time. But maybe it froze up somehow finally, and that's why I'm getting all this smoke backing in. But I don't know, it looks like it's coming from the unit itself, but it could be a backed up frozen exhaust system. Also, I've heard these E-03 errors can come from bad voltage. So if you don't have enough amperage, it takes about 10 amps to start up the battery, just get that glow plug hot, and then it dwindles down to however high you have it set in, most about 2-3 amps at high. So if you don't have that initial surge of 10 amps voltage or big enough wires, then that can be another problem for the E-03.